Hello, hello, welcome back. Okay, so I'm gonna do another can't speak, short stream because, yeah, I need to take a break in a little bit. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to turn the electricity off in the house, and I can't save the game here. So I wanna progress this part, save, restart the electricity in the house, and then I'll do a full stream for the rest of the afternoon. Okay? So let's see what's going on. We left it at a very exciting point, just when the battle was starting, and Barnabas appeared, and he was about to fight with Joshua. Here we go. There's the Enterprise. Nothing here. Nothing there. We had a door. Well, the ship isn't that big, so I don't think there'll be much exploring.
Fight at last. We're all going to die like the first on the butcher's bill.
We're all going to die. What? Relax.
I need to hurry.
We got this. Oh no. All of our effort in vain.
No! There he is! He wants him alive! Hold on. I'm coming. For both of you. That's the sucker hammer!
horrible. Oh, that scared me. I was looking at the other guy. Okay, 3 is enough. So. Get them both. The parry in the middle of the charge. That's funny. Okay, where are you guys? There you go. Jill. Down there. Let's just make sure we're not leaving any legendary weapons. Can I command the ship? Yay! Who's talking? Why are these people dead? Oh, I guess it's our men that took over the ship?
Come on, get up! Enough of this! The king can fight his own battles!
Aha, so they're not particularly loyal supporters.
Take us yet.
What the? Leave Torgor alone.
It's over!
Give me a sec. Okay, volume was a little bit high there.
Jill!
You came.
Of course.
Get back!
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still!
Phoenix, are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
Oh, oh dear.
Understand?
Oh, wow. He sliced the sea. How sick is that? Aren't Flav and Jill still on the boat? Shit. Holy.
Can you go on?
I think so.
Aren't you guys a little bit worried that the sea might fall upon you? Yes. Yes, this is a little bit concerning.
To where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve. Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
I trust you, Clive, but I don't think you can beat this guy.
We don't have to do this.
what we do, if only to remind you of your duty.
Titan!
Rise, Mythos.
What is that?
In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the light. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man. How dare you? You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might. Constantine.
Iron Flash. Oh god. I don't think I can stop this. It's not enough damage.
You will assume the mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
I actually wasn't that far from beating the DPS check, so I wonder if it's possible,
Do you not see?
or if it's just
Your iron will weighs you
a
down,
forced cutscene.
dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name.
Who is this creator?
We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us, it unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed
as you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God. No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back.
For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
How are we getting out of this one?
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try.
Oh my god.
Don't look back!
Right, bested. Nice! XP for getting bested. Okay, so clearly you're supposed to lose that fight. But still, it felt so close. Like, I didn't have Giga Flare when the bar was going down. The Will of Light. So we are finally on Ash, the continent to the east.
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself? I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. That's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me.
Hostia, Dani. Bueno, realmente no ha pasado tanto, pero ahora te cuento.
If I'm to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Very nice, very nice. Ahora sabemos por qué la canción se llama Mirando a la Luna.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Okidoki. Bueno, no sé si sigues por ahí, Dani. No sé hasta qué punto habías visto, porque he streameado esta mañana y ahora estoy haciendo un stream cortito. Pero vamos, a ver, ¿dónde he empezado? Estábamos en el desierto porque los de Waloed habían atacado. ¿Te has perdido todo? Ok, bueno, de nuevo, tampoco es tanto. Ayer lo dejé donde los de Waloed, la gente de aquí, con el Barnabas, estaban atacando el desierto ahora que ya no hay cristales, ¿no? Entonces quieren invadir todo el continente. Y estábamos intentando salvar a las personas que había aquí, pero no hemos salvado a nadie, mueren todos. Entonces aparece el comandante este del Barnabas, el Sleipnir, y lucha contra ti para testearte, para ver cómo vas de poder. y lo matas. Y entonces el equipo decide, vale, nos vamos a... no sé dónde era uno de estos sitios. Había un puerto donde estaba el barco y con el barco el plan era cruzar el mar, ¿no? Pero los tíos estos de Walud... perdón. Justo después de la batalla contra el Lord Commander aparece el Barnabas y te destroza, ¿no? Te deja inconsciente. Y Jill se pone en medio, se convierte en Shiva y lo mantiene a raya mientras todos los demás huyen. Entonces Barnabas captura a Jill y se la lleva en su barco. Entonces Clive, cuando despierta, dice, vale, tenemos que ir a por ellos. Cogen el barco de Mid y con el barco de Mid pillan el barco de Barnabas. Lo atracas, luchas contra un montón de gente y al final está Barnabas peleándose con Joshua. Se transforman los dos en Odín y Phoenix. Odín tira una especie de sablazo de estos en plan anime y Phoenix lo desvía pero corta el mar, ¿no? Entonces el barco donde estaban Clive y Jill se cae al fondo del mar y ahí es donde aparece Barnabas y luchas contra él y de nuevo te mete una paliza, pero te deja vivir porque you have your purpose, ¿no? Y se supone que la función de Clive tiene un cuerpo que puede absorber todos los icons y no sufre los efectos de usarlos, ¿no? Mientras que todos los demás se petrifican, él no. Entonces su misión es reunirlos a todos y convertirse en un ser supremo, I guess. Entonces el Barnabas se va y Jill hace un camino de hielo para poder sobrevivir al agua que se cae encima. Y de repente salta a esa escena donde acabas de venir tú, lo cual, aunque la escena era muy bonita, me parecía que no tenía ningún sentido. Porque si lo que acaba de decir el Barnabas es que la función de Clive es adquirir todos los poderes, entonces ¿por qué Jill le da su poder? Es justamente lo que quieren los malos, ¿no? Pero la única ventaja que le veo es que cada vez que Jill se transforma en Shiva, se aproxima más a su muerte. Al quitarle el poder, Clive no sufre usando los poderes de Shiva y por lo menos sabemos que Jill no se va a morir de cristalizarse. Pero la verdad es que no me ha gustado mucho cómo lo han hecho. Me hubiera gustado una escena que llevara al romanticismo más que se apague la luz y aparezcan los dos desnudos hablando. Es como todas esas escenas de antes donde estaban, claro, donde estaban a punto de besarse y paraba, de repente es como, no, ahí están, sexo por sexo, como dices tú. Pero bueno, por lo menos al final ya se han besado y entiendo que tenemos los powers of Shiva, así que vamos a ver. Y tengo curiosidad por saber qué pasa con Jill ahora, porque ahora sin poderes es una chica con una espada.
Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall. I struggle to believe it myself. I see your uncle isn't with you. He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash. You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic. Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading. We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose. Let's hope so.
The power of ice. Ice Age. Forcefully knocks back enemies great distances. Vale, o sea que es como control. Y su iconic feat es Cold Snap. Se usa para moverse rápido. O sea que esto a lo mejor... Hasta ahora no he querido sustituir el Fénix. Porque el Fénix tiene la habilidad esa del Blink. Pero a lo mejor esto es suficiente para que merezca la pena cambiarlo.
I should visit Joshua, assuming Ty will allow it.
Oh god, nuevas sidequests. 1, 2, 5 o 10. Tengo miedo de darle. A ver. Bueno, por lo menos es una buena. 2 buenas. Ok, not too bad. Y luego en el mundo hay... Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suponiendo que solo sea... Vale. Por lo menos... Are you kidding me? Bueno. Poco a poco. Espera. Lo primero que quiero hacer es probar el... voy a quitar esto.
What will it be today? How may I help you today?
Yes, and
One
yes.
must understand one's place in the world.
Quiero probar los poderes de Shiva. Pues eso, esta ha sido la batalla en el desierto donde luchabas contra el Sleipnir. Esta era la lucha cuando los malos descubren dónde tienes el barco y resulta que el tío no es un humano real, es una creación de Odín. Entonces hay como 100 copias y luchas contra un montón. Y esto ha sido ahora mismo con la pelea contra el Barnabas, donde nos destroza. A ver, Hall of Virtue. Un segundo que voy a subir el volumen. Vamos a cambiar Fénix, por ejemplo. Y tengo que leer las habilidades. So. 3000. What? Para subirlo de nivel. Ice Age. Unleash a river of icicles that greatly knocks back any enemies it strikes. Hold button to increase potency. Okay. Mesmerize. Launch shards of ice. Draw them toward Clive. Vale, es un pull en AoE. Cold Snap. Slide across the ground in any direction. Attacking with circle while sliding can temporarily freeze enemies. Rhyme. Ok, una bola de energía. Continuous damage. Y la ulti de Shiva. Diamond Dust. Que hace un montón de stun. 5 estrellas de stun. Ok. Vamos a ver. So. Ah. Okay. Blizzard. Está loco el sonido que hace Blizzard. Okay. Ice Age. Right. Mesmerize. Enemy aggro. Select target. Necesito uno pequeñín.
Stay down.
Y si uso esto para esquivar... Oh, ya. A ver si esquivar hace algo. No. Ni siquiera me da... Ah, vale, vale. Permafrost. Hostia, pero hay que ser preciso. Pues parece que Shiva hace bastante menos daño, pero hace más stun. Entonces hay que ver... A ver si mi teoría es cierta. No es... Huh. Son muy débiles sus habilidades. Esto es más como un combo skill. Pones a todos los enemigos al lado y a lo mejor lo puedes combinar con esta. Eso puede estar guapo. Pero no hay mucho AoE en el juego. Bueno, también le puedes dar con esta, ¿no? Esta también. Ah, claro, o incluso esta. Pones la bola y luego los pones un Darkseer. Pero aún así, no sé, parece que hace muy poco daño. Okay, fair enough. Let's get out of here. Voy a probarlo un rato a ver qué tal. Y si no me convence, vuelvo al Fénix.
Trouble with your gear, or... Yeah. The weight of all that shit. Can I have a go at that one? What do you want?
Ice Brand. Vale. Y no puedo reinforcearla. Tengo que craftearla. Brightburn and Ice Shard.
No scratches, right? And?
How do you even grab this sword? The handle does not seem at all comfortable.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Come back. Covered in nicks and lumps.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
How do you split the sea?
Through...
Nothing new.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so.
Clutch mine. Oh, 2.5k ability points. Very nice. Genji gloves. Finally a reward that is worth doing quests for.
All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old home. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from there, are spewing at ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. A caching. Every creature in the area is either turned, or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well... I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
So how many is that? 1, 2, and 5.
Seen enough?
So you have 5, 6, 7, 8 side quests. Of which 2 are good. Well, gonna visit this since I'm here anyway.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
but not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength...
I remember when he was powerless.
Perhaps the prince feels the same.
That's a nice shot. Dion.
What is this place?
This medicine girl. She's been all over the continent. I'm actually beginning to think she's an important character, just because they've shown her so many times. I wonder if his commander is still alive.
Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, ultimately? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed.
Kappa.
Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
I actually thought
Our course,
Vivian would be better for this.
Lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Oh, it is Vivian. Okay. Haven't saved for a while.
How was she? The Enterprise.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermal amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that
Right.
let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter. You can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make it out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
Fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind, and we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Will do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Done everything here. Almost.
We need to find another port. Preferably one as well.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for a lesson?
Canva lost.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
Have to change the music. It's a little bit too sad in here. Let's see. I'll go with this one. Now it looks like we're getting ready. Is that it? Yes. Terrific. Jotte? Where is she? How are you doing? I can't speak to you. What? Sure, my lady?
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash. Has even agreed to forgo payment. Until our return, that is.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Say, Tor. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
And tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Another Vivian story. Here we go. My favorite part of the hideaway.
Barnabas Thom. The one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, mate?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I need everyone in the hall now. I'm gonna go out and do some side quests.
Back again? Allow me to educate you. Here you are. Thus ends today's lesson.
Please, Your Grace, stay strong. My Lord Marquis. It was the greatest honor of my life. But now, so I bid you. Your companions are kind indeed. I must admit, but I see now.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but His Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Tarja and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
And no.
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
That's everything here. Let's move. Mother of God. Okay, let's go. Let's start with everything in the desert, because it's my least favorite place.
Clive, you'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary.
The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Their prices have fallen of late. We deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar then. Better not keep Eloise waiting.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal. When are they gonna let us through?
Good girl. Run like the wind. Thanks, girl.
Shiva up against these guys. Happens at 5. Not too bad.
Come on.
Mistakes were made.
Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, with any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried?
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head.
A dragon?
You and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
What's happened?
I wonder if I can jump off here, because if I can, that would save quite a lot of time. Let's try it.
Come on.
Yeah, there's no way the game's gonna let me jump. well. Maybe there.
No need to ride from here. Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me. Where are you, Theo?
Did I get no XP for that? Huh. Oh, that's right.
Damn it. The leaf is too thick. These creatures have already turned.
Finished. Farewell.
What? Did Torgal just shoot projectiles at him?
Time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Looks like we're all.
Looks like it's found me.
Yeah.
This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
such a bait. Whoa. Oh, I missed. Actually gonna die. How far back am I? That was a bit sad.
Any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Dragon versus dragon. Classic. Tanky dragon.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
Rip.
We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave.
You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
land. And so will you! Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye. Well.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own. To continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
One quest down, 8 to go. So did I really not have an accessory like that already? Scarlet Cyclone. Okay, just damage and cooldown. Heat damage and cooldown. Right. Ignition. Two gouges, 2 wicked wheels, 2 gambits. I'm still missing some items for sure. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, going to close the stream here for about 15-20 minutes, and I'll be back to continue with the side quests and hopefully the story. Be right back.